of improved clicks, and you can see them on your screen there. They're just going to stand up. No one thought they could do it. They suspected they could, and they have. So we are all tied then, and this will be the last best of 5, which is going to separate who goes down in history and who just goes home. But they won't be going home empty-handed. Both of the teams making it here will win prize money,
yeah,
but I think it's more to do with the prestige.
I mean, these rogues are doing a great job of sticking on their target. However, you do see Vanish bouncing back and forth, playing really defensively for his mage, trying to keep that rogue off, but wasn't able to. And the Snowstorm is doing a great job. I mean, he is dying early, but Priest, the mage and rogue mage Priest normally takes a beating. Yeah. He did use his Ice Block to get out of that fear in the center. He was kind of low, but was able to catch a pretty big heal, and by the time he got out of that first Ice Block, he was almost full health. So, but it definitely was becoming a mana game. I wasn't sure if the Falcon, the Priest from Improved Click, was going to Mass Dispel or not, but caught the Innervate from his Druid and was able to Mass Dispel, which helped him kill that mage. Yeah, I mean, Council of Mages, having that mage locked down by the rogue and also the druid controlling their rogue as well, they actually had a decent amount of time to get those mana burns off, and I think that made all the difference. So they just need to play a tighter game, stay on their targets, Council of Mages, and then have a chance. But also, they've been so fantastic in this tournament with the quick changes. And when I say quick changes, it's when you all turn to a target to go for a kill, making it, that kind of introduces to the professional game reaction time, so everyone has to react to heal him or change to actually pull off the DPS. That's called peeling, is when you stop someone beating on your healer, or any member really. As we are actually into the gates then, getting ready to go into the second best of 5. We'll have a screen up for you soon, as they're going to have a minute to prepare. So from watching this Council of Mages team, one thing that they do, which is it threw a lot of teams off, is they won't go with the same strat every round. Like, they'll train one target the first round, second round you'll be ready, defensively to play against that, and they'll just go on a completely different target. Yep. So it is kind of hard to keep them guessing, but I think that this Improved Clicks team has found out the weakness in this setup, and that's locking down probably their best player, the Snowstorm.
We have 15 seconds until this game starts, so please, admins, could we get a screen up for the center as both these teams get ready to go to battle. And I enjoy talking to the admins while on stage. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Actually, the gates are opened into the second best of 5. There we go then. All is even once again. First to 3 will win it. Council of Mages versus Improved Clicks. I'm just following Siler at the moment. You can see across the top of your screen, and that's going to be Improved Clicks. And along the bottom of your screen will be Council of Mages. So following Siler, both rogues looking to open up. Actually, both priests are spelling each other. They're going to have to put up their buffs again, and that's going to make them potentially weak to the rogues. And I'm going to switch over to the rogue Vanished of Council of Mages, as he was on his target, looking to chase once again. And,
you do see the opener on Snowstorm. They do have him corroded. So I have a feeling they're going to go on him yet again.
One of the things that we noticed, Vanished is probably going to stay on the Priest a lot more, because last time they lost because that Priest was mana burning. So this is why Vanished has changed his tactic, and he doesn't want that Priest to mana burn. So he's going to stay on him as well as he can. And finally, here comes the first pet. We could see a Shatter combo. Then Vanish getting control. Now he's rooted and won't be able to catch up. And actually, there's a Vanish.
Vanish to get away.
Ooh, opens up on Siler, the rogue. They're not changing targets anytime soon. And Siler quite easily should be getting away. And
Falcon is sheeped in the center. We do have Solar still casting all these heals. They haven't put any crowd control in him yet, but we do see the fear must have been resisted on Solar.
And there we go. Vanish trying to go onto the Druid Solar, but the Solar Druid's obviously going to go into bear form, so he takes the damage, but he catches him in with a cheap shot. He's got a kidney shot to back him up. He's going to need pain suppression. He does get it. He isn't low on health, but what this means is that a lot of their cooldowns have been used, and he is getting low now. He's down to 1,000. He's changed into travel form. Vanish using sprint. He's going to chase around. He needs to get back on him. The mage and priest are out there. Is he going to catch him? Surely he is.
Adam
and look at this, he's escaping. He is Houdini, and Solar finally goes down. And what a chase. Solar not being able to survive Vanished as he chased it aggressively around, and Solar unfortunately had to run around that pillar, which meant he kept coming back into the fray of the mage and priest, and they were easily managing to finish him off. And down goes Siler then. Falcon will be leaving this game pretty soon. So there we have it. 1-0, and it started like this in the first best of 5. They did go 1-0 up, and it's Council of Mages that now lead this. So let's see what improved clicks can do. So what do you think was the fundamental difference of that game, Vihel?
The mage getting away. Again, I mean, Vanish definitely did a good job of putting a lot of pressure. They did switch targets up. I know they did have Solar pre-dispelled. I thought that they may have been going for a switch, you know, kind of get them to blow their pain suppression and stuff and then switch on Solar, but...
Well, they made them blow their pain suppression actually on Solar, but decided to stick on him.
And they went on him,
as he was constantly going low and vanished. Using his sprint, the rogue from Council of Mages to chase. It was almost certain doom.
He was able to use that sprint and keep right up with him. Now, he was going to circle around the pillar and, you know, keep going around the pillar to try to get away from him.
That's the interesting thing that Solar, I mean, you've got a rogue chasing you. You've got a choice, really. You can either, like, turn back into the rogue or keep going into the priest and mage. So it's like a lesser of two evils. Obviously, he chose the mage priest. I mean, had you gone back for the rogue, he probably would have had combo points that open up with, you know, with some stuns. And stuns are probably the worst thing to be in as a druid in caster form. Anyway.
Looks like this next round is going to be on Ruins of Lordaeron. These teams are really confident in their setups, where they have been trading rounds, and the fact that Council of Mages has been doing such a great job with his setup, I don't see either team switching at all for the rest of these rounds. Yeah,
I mean, they're very confident in what they play, and can we get a screen as well? I would quite like to get these two teams visible as they get ready to enter the arena, but it's going to be Council of Mages then, Vanish, the Snowstorm, and Huga versus... Improved clicks, Falcon, Solar, and Sylar. And on Runes of Lordaeron, so does that change anything for you?
Not really. It's just the Druid is going to have a better time of getting away on this map and being able to pull really far away from the fight, maybe bringing it back to the starting areas. But in general, both teams, you know, they do need to rely on line of sight from their mages, you know, or from the mage to do a lot of damage, and also to keep in line of sight of those heals. But one of the advantages of having a Druid as a healer is that a lot of their healing spells are instant, so they only need to be in line of sight briefly of their targets to heal. But looks like we do have a screen.
So actually, we're going to go into the arena then. Round 2 of the second best of 5 in the grand finals here at Blizzard Worldwide Invitational, playing for fame and fortune. As I follow Vanished. Gets a sap then onto Falcon.
He wasn't able to offensively dispel Falcon, that is, to get the start. But however, Hyoga also is sapped.
There comes a second sap. And actually, the pet is out rather early. And here comes some nukes onto Falcon pretty early. This is going to pull the Druid out of stealth. You can see him on the far side. The Druid's going to want to help heal him as well. Falcon doesn't look too low at the moment, even though he was in a 5-second stun. And he's going to walk away from that fight pretty actually unscathed.
We see a blind from Vanish, and actually Solar had to use his PvP trinket to get out of that, so he's going to be susceptible to...
And actually then, so Vanish changing target, gets onto Solar.
That's probably why they're going on him now. Because he's not going to be able to get out of any kidney shots.
He's not going to be able to get out of anything here. Solar going low, 6,000. The Snowstorm is the target for improved clicks. He's quite healthy, and Solar has used his trinket. And there comes the pain suppression. There was the Nature Swift. He goes back to up to 8,000. So almost once again, all of the Spanish team have used all their kind of best abilities to keep him alive. A Cloak of Shadows used to keep him on the target. And there comes a gouge.
Snowstorm actually blocked right there. He was almost full life and decided to block to get out of there, trying to go and give his, trying to give the rest of his team some support while killing.
This is going to be dangerous then, as Huga joins Vanish to dispel the hills onto Solar, and Solar down to half HP. He's going to need to escape, and escape soon.
And
he's
down
to
to 2,000
really HP.
Improved counter spell,
Vanish is going to chase. It's not going to matter.
There we go. Snowstorm showing what a great mage he was. Actually ended with 0 mana at the end of that. So.
The Snowstorm using all his mana then to help get the kill, but it's actually Huga who Shadow Word deathed him. And Sylar soon to go down. And I followed Vanish, and you can see the crucial thing about that round was that Vanish was joined by his priest, able to dispel the heals on the Druid, making him so vulnerable. And once again, without that Nature Swiftness and pain suppression, they were going to go down. So soon, Sylar will drop.
I think Solar getting caught in caster form by the tomb was really bad for improved clicks.
And Falcon leaves. So there we go then, round 2. Once again in favor of Council of Mages.